Hello, my name is Mustapha Kanit. I'm 32 years old. I'm Italian Moroccan. I live in London. This is my second time in Bratislava. I really like it. I've been last year, same time of the year, and it's a beautiful city, like a lot of history. And I really like the Winamax events because it's more than poker. You know, everybody wants to be with each other. Like it's really fun events, and generally I think Bratislava really fits well for these events because. It's a great city, it's not too expensive, there is good food, and this time of the year the weather is great, and generally it's a great place to make this kind of tournament, I would say. I think Winamax always focused more than just the poker. It focused more on bringing people together. So in these events you have like a lot of activities, like really who plays online all day here goes to this event to meet each other, have a drink with each other, and the monetary part, the poker part goes a bit in a second stage in a way, you know, like compared to other events where you are there fully just playing poker, like you don't have time to do other things, where in this type of event I really feel like it's more you are more here, you socialize a lot, you meet a lot of people, and everybody's really friendly. It's really, I don't know, like the beer pong or like so many activities that at the end put the players together, and it's very nice. My favorite tournament is the main event, of course, because you know, normally it's very hard to find events that you play 6 max. Okay. So that's great for poker players because there is a lot of more action, like the situations are different, you're always under pressure, often you're 4, sometimes you're 5, like sometimes you're 4 at the table, and you know, change completely the dynamics, and I really like the format. At the same time, you know, you can win a lot of money with relatively small, you know, because it's a 500 euro, that is not small money by any sense, but at the same time, you know, you play for really big money because first prize, you know, is over 100K usually, and you know, it's very nice. I really like the fact that, you know, you need to beat a lot of people, at the same time the reward is very nice for what you pay. So all this combined makes it a great event for me, and I'm very happy to be back. It's two completely different events, between high rollers and big fields is very different. But for example, if you tell me which tournament I want to win, I will tell you a main event probably. You know, a main event World Series or because I don't know, it's a different feeling to beat thousands of people. You know, it's a tournament, I'm a tournament player, so I really like, you know, stacking chips, going forward day by day, and experiencing, you know, different emotions during my journey. So I would say I would rather win a big main event than a super high roller, but at the same time I would be very happy with both. I still enjoy poker. I love it. Like, it's one of my passions. Like what you experience at the table, you experience only at the table. So it's more like about emotions, about knowing yourself, about even mind control in some situations, like knowing what the others is gonna do, at the same time, you know, manipulating and all these sort of things that are really bad in real life and I would not do, but at the table I feel like, you know, like not in a bad way, but you use all your cards to win, and it's something that I found only at the poker table. So the emotions I feel at the poker table are only at the poker table, and for that, I think when I'm gonna be 70, probably I'm gonna play some events like the main event in Vegas, because it's the emotions, it's not just the monetary part, but it's, at the end of the day, I started to play really young, and poker is part of my identity and who I am. At the poker table, of course, you need a good technical basis, but at the same time, I think adaptation is key, like being able to understand which opponent you have against, especially in this sort of events where you don't have enough data, you don't know all your opponents, you're gonna play with so many people that you don't know, you never played with, and being able to, you know, pick up like the tendency or how they play just with, you know, one look, like makes a big difference. And I think I'm very good at understanding people and adapting my strategy on what I figure out about someone. You know, like if I don't know, after one orbit, usually I'm already able to understand if someone is a pro, if someone is too tight, if someone, and you know, the more you play, the more you can adjust and try to find an advantage on this information you gather. And the fastest you are at, you know, identify your opponents, the faster you can exploit them and get the most out of it. For me, being ambassador of Winamax, it's a great thing because first of all, it's something I identify with. Like I love the brand, I love how they treat the poker players, how they treat their clients, like how they organize their events. I love, my teammates, all of them. Like we are great. We get along together. Like we are happy to spend time with each other in poker and outside. And I think that is quite rare, especially for team pros. So at the end of the day, I'm very grateful to be part of it and representing something that I identify with because, Winamax, I think is, is a positive energy. It's like colorful. It's like it's a different platform than many others, and so for that, I also see myself in that way, like colorful, happy, and so I'm very happy to represent something that I identify with. Yes, I have some favorite poker combination. Queen 9 suited, I would say, but any suited hand with a 9 of diamond, I have a bit of a soft spot for the 9 of diamond, to be fair. So any suited 9 of diamonds, I can go crazy very quick. But then of course the big pocket pairs, aces and stuff like this. But I would say my favorite is Queen 9. Second is 9-5. That is a weird one. But generally you have to play what you get. So I'm not focused on one hand. But Queen 9, Queen 10, I have some special feeling with it because I did good with it overall, and also some big bluffs worked with that hands. And I don't know. I just think I'm a very good Queen High player. So. So when I started to play poker, I was from a very poor background, it was very hard for me even to get an internet connection, a computer, everything was hard. So when I started, I remember I used to watch the EPTs, and my dream was to play a EPT one day. I always saw, 5K, I would never have that amount of money to play a tournament, that it was crazy what they were doing. So I always had a soft spot for that circuit, always had a dream to win this sort of tournament. And then after in my life, I did really, really good in EPTs. And I don't know, now I change a bit, I felt a bit fulfilled with EPTs and everything changed. And I never had this thing to win a bracelet. I never did because I never liked Vegas, first of all. I never wanted to be there for 2 months. It was hard for me to be there June and July. But now, the last few years I changed. It become, after COVID especially, become a pleasure to be in Vegas. I don't give it for granted like before. Before I was like, okay, I can go next year, And then when during COVID we didn't have live tournaments and stuff, it made me appreciate Vegas way more. So I would say as a goal, I really want to win a bracelet. And at the same time, before I won it, but I never put enough. I made many final tables, but I was never the guy to go there the first week and stay for 2 months. But where now it's something that comes natural to me, so it's something that I embrace. And I would say one of the goals is to win a bracelet because, I feel like I had so many shots to win it, and many times went bad, many final tables. But now, with my relationship with Vegas is better, and I feel like it's something that I want, and I want to work for it. So after Winamax in Bratislava, I'm actually going to play another Winamax event in Madrid. There is a Winamax event and a big cash game, televised cash game that we did last year, and it was really fun. And after that, I will probably go to EPT Cyprus, and then I plan to go Vegas and Bahamas end of the year to play. I mean, I really love to travel. I really love sports. To watch, to support, I've been to the World Cup, for example. So I don't know, it's a mix. I think that when you play poker, you need to be 100% present and 100% focused and, just play poker and think about that. But then to balance that out, because, when you play for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe Vegas is 2 months, and you play every day taking, I don't know, in Vegas this year I probably take 2 days off on 2 months. So it adds up, and I think to balance it up when you finish to play, it's good to take time for yourself, spend time with the people you love, and focus, living a normal life, and then trying to be at your 100% when you go play, go work. Dobre, Bratislava!